thinking about Christ today. Niggas been thinking for ice today. Never been thinking about Christ today. Them seasonally, I cannot think about scrutiny. I make my flame and my business. I'm a brand of my business. Them seasonally, I cannot think about scrutiny. I make my flame and my business. I'm a brand of my business. I don't smoke.
Khalil.
Okay. Dumelang Asheng, it's your girl Rosie Wadi Dimples on Mamngango wenu. Today, hey man.
Wafuna official.
Yeah.
Manje awusho. For example, mina bangitshela ukuthi I have to drink amanzi onosawoti every day.
Why?
For spiritual awakening.
Who said that?
I went through YouTube, then something popped up, then I went there.
Reason? Okay, can I ask why did you even search that before? Like,
I'm not sure why, but I wanted to know why do I have to drink salt with water every day?
It's not a must, honestly speaking.
So what does it do, actually? Because I didn't go through the whole video.
I don't know about that. I only know about drinking water, which has like a matchstick, which you've prayed for, which you drink every single day, which I recommended for you the other time. Yes. So this water and salt, I don't know. I've never heard about it, honestly speaking.
So, Mamngang, ANDISWE finally. Thank you so much for, blessing us with your presence into the spiritual awakening and also in the African diaspora. So,
It's my pleasure.
My first topic that I want us to look at and focus on is the realm of spirituality.
Okay.
What is spirituality? Moya.
Okay. Moya, it's something that is very Moya is something very strong. It's something that you go with everywhere you go, especially if you believe like in ancestors. Like myself, I believe that everywhere I go I have a specific spirit.
True.
There's good spirits and bad spirits, but the good spirits are always with you and they're always protecting you, and then bad spirits are normally things that just come once or twice in a lifetime. Yes, so spirituality is
Yo, that's okay.
Okay.
Spirituality.
Lee, pause.
No, come on. Come back.
Yeah, guy. Okay.
Spirituality.
Spirituality, basically, it's something as I explained, the
Moya.
Moya.
Spirit, good spirit.
Yes, it's differentiated in two.
Because my definition of spirituality, it's me living in harmony with nature.
Why?
Hence, you just mentioned Uguti ancestors; those are natural beings. That's me connecting to my herbs. That's me being able to go to, okay, I'm able to detect there's going to be danger. For me, it's me living in harmony with nature. Abanda around me, we connect, we're happy every day. So it's like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't know there's a depth in it, because hence now we have Christianity.
Yes.
Christianity, you can able to touch another realm of spirituality in Christian version,
yes.
ancestral version, Hindu version, Buddhism version. So I just want to know kanjani in those diverse dominations in the spiritual realm, because the spirit is not ukuthi sithi mina ngumKristu mina Amadlozi, but the spirit is I'm a spirit.
Basically, regarding that, I feel like you choose it for yourself, honestly speaking. As an individual, you choose what type of spirit do you want to have in you. Because there's people who are Christians, but at the same time, they still believe in ancestors.
True.
There's people who believe in ancestors, but don't believe in Christianity. So basically, spirituality, you create it yourself, and it's a mentality that you put into your mind, basically.
So when you're calling there is another being above the one that you are right now, self-development. So do you believe there's a realm whereby no, this is my end as a spiritual being?
I feel like yes. For an example, Muslims, they limit themselves from a lot of things. They don't go beyond their beliefs. So I feel like there's a point where someone is like, I'm settled here and I'm happy here. I'm not going anywhere else.
So what's your view on Christianity at the same time Amadlozi?
Honestly, I wouldn't judge you, honestly, because you cannot leave your ancestors behind. Your ancestors are something that you cannot leave behind.
But the Bible reads no more to ancestors. Uthule thulini. Lisho sha litha hayi laba basekho.
Yeah, I know that, but then reality is we cannot just leave our ancestors. If we leave our ancestors, who's going to take care of them? God is there, yes, but he's not there every single time. He's watching us every single day. Mara, he does not know how some other things are affecting us. For an example, I don't know if I can talk about my personal...
No, it's not a problem.
So basically, I was working with crutches for 2 months. I thought it was just a thing of, I just fell and stuff. And then on campus, 2 ladies came to me and told me that I did not fall like as a normal person. It has something to do with ancestors. At first, I was in denial, and then I called my mom. My mom does not really believe in ancestors, so she was like, it's not true. And then I called my sister, and then my sister was like, I also had a dream that you need to do something for the ancestors, and then you're gonna be fine. After I did the ceremony, I was actually perfectly fine, even though like there's ups and downs and stuff. But I feel like ancestors are very important in our lives, honestly speaking, because they have a huge impact in our lives.
So does it incline ukuthi you have a calling?
That's the thing I did not even want to talk about.
Okay. So tell me, how does one know what I have a calling, an ancestral calling?
You have dreams at first, you see visions, and I'm talking about like visions of you see things where you are present in that thing, and nobody else is present. You're the only one who's present there, and you're with your great grandparents, or you're with somebody who has passed away. For an example, if like you're in a river and the whole time you feel like somebody is pushing you in, it's a sign that you have to go. Uyotwasa emanzini, uzobayini, itwasela semanzini.
Remember I told you ukuthi ngipuphi inyo?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
It's someone is protecting you. Your ancestors are protecting you, because the snake was not biting you, remember?
Yeah,
it was not attacking you. It was just rolling around your neck, which means it was protecting you. Something bad was going to happen to you.
So I told you ukuthi ngaphupa ngathi manje ngisendle in a wild space whereby inezindlu zasendle. What does it mean?
Basically, you need to go back home and fix your things, because you normally dream about these type of things if you have never done something for your ancestors, because your ancestors need you to acknowledge them, even if you do it once, but they need you to acknowledge them because they are there, because if you don't, they start doing bad things.
Because if you mention like that, so what happens at home is we all have this thing, yani izangoma enyanga. So some of us we shy away from it, because now we're Christians. We don't do those things. But bakhona badla makobonga, bakhona badla some certain thing whereby there are some rituals that are being done for them. So if maybe, for example, I don't do it, how would it affect me?
So if you don't do anything about your calling,
like not calling, but I do something for them, like bahlabela imbuzi just to thank them. Maybe if you mean it like that, I haven't done nothing for them.
No, when I say you haven't done anything, I mean like you need to acknowledge them. Whenever you do something, you should say, since your surname is Ulu, you should say ngiyabonga abo Ulu abo, because those little things matters at the end of the day.
Speak about Ulu, I have a problem. Luckily, we are here. Luckily. So what happens is, Baba no ma, they were married.
Yes.
But not in the traditional way. But they are married ngani with a pep. Yeah. But when they go to consult with the traditional healers and doctors, we are called Kunene, my mother's surname. Hence, Baba gazehlawule. He never brought cows in a traditional way to do the traditional wedding.
Yes.
So how must I balance that?
I feel like since your guys do actually consult, you should focus on your mom's surname, due to they are the ones protecting you.
I still have Ukulu.
You still have Uqulu, but
Yes.
Uqulu is just a surname. The people who are protecting you is your mom's side. Because I get it, your dad has never introduced you to my ancestors are good.
Yeah.
Yes, basically you're not a Qulu. You're a Qulu by name.
So who must I call?
You should call your mom.
Then
yes.
call Abokulu after.
Yes, you can call them if you want, but it's not necessary because they don't know you. You're just like a person who's just flying outside wanting to enter.
'Cause if you say
just
that-
like a bee.
Because it's true, because bathi vele bayalwa, they are fighting. They say ukuthi mina I belong to the Xulus and bona I belong to Kunenes. Hence my father never
Nene.
did
Okay.
Kunene. Hence they never did anything abo baba. So there's this thing whereby
Exactly. Ancestors.
so maybe ngeke ngikwazi ukwenza something just to put them together.
You can't do that.
You can. How?
Yeah, somehow. You get one of the problem is now your both parents are alive. If they were not, those were kind of shadis.
Exactly. But right now you can't.
So I must wait for them to die.
No. If
Only way
possible.
it's your father fixing.
Hey,
his
his
mistake.
things. Because when it's gonna hit you in the long run. I'm not gonna mention any names, ne?
Yeah.
But there's somebody who faced the same problem, ne? As you. And now it's also affecting the children. So I guess you're gonna have children.
They'll
and when
put
you
them
get
all.
exactly.
Sure.
And your children are gonna have problems in the long run.
So I'm the one who's supposed to fix it.
No, you should speak to your dad and tell him, Gore, well, it might not affect you right now, but it's going to affect me in the long run. Because if your dad, you're going to be the one who has to fix everything. You're going to be the one who has to take out imali. And you know good, exactly. Ulobolo mamako. Do you have a younger brother?
Yes, I do.
Yes. If you have a younger brother, your younger brother has to be like your mom's husband in order for your things to be well. And to fix things, it's not you buy a car, everything is sorted. No. Funeke kube no mabo, umembe, so everything.
Oh.
Funeke nikhuleke, sikhulekile kwakunene. Yithi aboqulu oxabhashe.
So phela I fundamentally believe ukuthi mama no baba they're not see eye to eye. So how will my father do it?
You have to speak to your dad as a man.
Hence I'm going to see him on December vele. For the first time.
Ever since you've born?
Ever since I was 3 years old. My last time I saw him I was 3. So yabona ukuthi introducing that conversation.
This conversation is heating up. You see? So basically, in that situation, it might be hard, ne? But I feel like now we're for your own gains. Now we're for your own
Sake.
peace, sake, 40. Because you might not be at peace when you don't know. But if you had to be in, can I finish?
Okay.
If you had to be like this with someone who has a gift, they could tell you, Guti, Lee, you need to fix your things like this and like this, like this.
So meanwhile, maybe angwazi ukhanyisa amakhandlela.
Ungakhanyisa
let them
amakhandlela,
know.
but
It won't help.
Ungakhanyisa amakhandlela for what? To be specific.
I let them know Guti, this is what actually happening meanwhile. But please protect me and guide me.
You have to speak to your mom's ancestors, not your dad's ancestors then. Because your dad's ancestors do not acknowledge you. Your mom's ancestors. Wait, can I ask?
Yeah.
When you were 3 years old, were you living with your mom or with your dad?
Both of them.
And then now you were living where?
My mom.
You see, exactly. Your dad's ancestors don't know you, Lee. You're just a bee.
Because I've never dreamed about them.
Exactly. You're always dreaming about your mom's side.
Hey.
It's because they are protecting you. Uhamba nabantu bakakunene, bona bakuvelezela inhlanhla.
Sure.
And usengagcina ukuthini when every single time you acknowledge abantu bakaXulu, and the time you acknowledge abantu bakaXulu, hey, bakudonsela izinto inhlanhla, ubona imali ungabi nayo, imali uba nayo 2 minutes iphelile.
But maybe do you think that's fair?
It's not fair, it's not your fault, it's your dad's fault. But for the sake of ukuthini, ubabakho, igazi lakho.
And
Hello, ngicela ukubuye ngikufonele ngisasebhizi. Ngikhona la esosha. Hello. Ngila building 14 ngenze podcast ngizobuya ku. Sorry about that.
no problem.
Let me just put the phone on silent.
No problem. So yeah, do you think it's fair whereby if I don't know something, they have to pull out their blessings, their protection, their guidance? Why benga?
It's fair.
Why benga changing something?
No, you know what they do now? It's not what they put it away.
Yeah.
They do something to make you alert.
Yes.
Yabo.
Uqala bakuthathela imali. Ungayazi uthi hayibo, ade nginemali la fast gone.
Sure.
The little things exactly.
La ungana khona ngilapha kushaya khona. Yabo. Tholakala ukuthi uyabhala exam awukhona
Ubhala.
Uyabhala uyafail.
Ukhohlwa nezinto.
Yabo. Nawuthi akadokotela bathula.
But honestly, do you think back on
Oba.
the ancestors, people who lived this earth just like me and you, then they were gone away from our eyes, buried under the ground? Do you think banat how like I don't understand the low part?
Basakhona.
Because now we are told to it's nama angels.
Why are you putting angels and ancestors together, manch?
So no, I feel like I get it. We are told that they are angels guiding us. So I feel like there's a whole group of
Can I
people.
stand up?
No problem. There are a whole group of people who are guiding us. 2 angels, ancestors, you see God above yourself, your family is around, your relatives. So you are born with as an individual how special I am. So I wanna understand. So unkate kanjani?
Look, boss, have you ever been in a situation where like you're in a specific place and you feel like someone's present is there?
Yeah.
Mara, when you look back, there's nobody. Exactly.
Hey,
No, you're not gonna have bad dreams. Mara, it's reality.
Yeah. And
Have you ever had like a vision? Exactly. Have you ever had like a thing of you feel like someone is talking to you and then you actually reply?
respond.
Exactly. That should prove to you because ancestors are real. Because me now, is what was in September. Yeah, last month and August. I think I was going to the toilet. I get to my toilet and then after that, I'm in the toilet. And then I hear my grandmother's voice who passed away. She's like, how now corner? So from the grade bar. I'm just like, okay. And then I relax. And then I go back inside the house. And then after that, when I get into the house, I tell them, I was speaking to Ukoko Langapandle. And then they're like, Natis Bonama Kandle light la. And Manju 6, which I look like the Makandle.
Like physically?
Physical. Isn't those li? Like abanye abantu they feel like ukupoga, but it's not ukupoga.
Yeah,
it's the amount of it's the amount of powers
they contain.
Exactly. Because mina ukoko amazulu, she believed ukuthi ngo6 yeah khanyisa amakhandlela uyathandaza and yena ke uyasonta kaShembe ukoko wami. So ngabulesihlanu mawuthi uyaqala uyarisk upheka ukudla okushisayo, it's either ugesi uya trip noma ugesi uzovela uhambe noma ukudla kwakhe ngeke ukufutha.
Yes.
And then there's also my next door neighbors, they're Muslims. So basically ugogo nomkhulu ngakhona. Kwasho nogogo qala. Ugogo wena nomkhulu ukuthi every single time eva ngo6 uclean indlu yonke.
Yeah.
Avula umnyango.
Yeah.
Till this day akekho umuntu ohlala lapha next door.
Babaleka.
Bahamba. Because uyavuka ngo6 aclean ashiya umnyango uvuliwe.
Sure. So ancestors are real.
Ancestors are really real.
So mhlawumbe kwabona lenda on TV, there's this show whereby idlozi lam system yedlozi lam on SABC 1 Mzansi Magic 161 Moja Love
156
157
yeah
idlozi lam whereby bangena, then before bengene wathi lo system kunogogo akuhleli la and ngiyambona. And he's the reason behind yonke into like hiding as sebenzi because
that's true.
It's a bad spirit.
That's true. Some people about when you guys like move to like another house.
Yeah. And it's never consult. We never tell them.
No, not kuba consult per se. Ukuba welcome ukuba faka endlini.
Exactly. Noma se but before ufaka amadlozi akho kulomuzi ongena ku ufuna ukuclean lo msamo waqala.
Sure.
Because kukhona abantu abahlala ngaphandle angathi njengokufana nalomuntu oshonile angathi makuthiwa ingozi yemoto uyahamba kusileyo landwa ngani ngehlahla so lokho kushuthi abamlandanga noma bamlanda but abaqedanga izinto zakhe that's why ehlele eminyawo.
Speaking ukuthi lento, do you believe in reincarnation? Like ukuthi umkhulu wami ezongena mina.
That's possible.
So it's not like me who's living, umkhulu ophilayo. So umkhulu wami ungene kanjani?
No, it's yes. You do everything ngendlela yena ayenza.
Yeah. Because I feel like mina ngathi nginomkhulu because I'm stubborn. And I like simple things. Angithandi into high. I think business minded. I think of books. I think of ukuthi. And umkhulu was like that. Was a businessman. Same time he was teaching. He was a teacher. I love teaching. Yeah,
what's it much long-fat?
So that's why I'm getting me. Do you believe in reincarnation? Because mangi is a memchazo umkhulu. Leo person it. I was like they explain I mean.
Yeah, it's possible.
So manje, do you think ukuthi njalo manje mina sibabil in one body?
Anikho babili per se. Uyu one but unama characteristics akhe. Yes.
Unomoya wakhe.
So yena he feels like kunezinto angakwazi ukuzenza but in this body kunezinto engazenza.
Yes.
Angazenza through wena.
Yes.
Uthena angakhona kenza angakhona kulungisa amaphutha.
Then how ngathola kanjani konke lokho?
Uya ngokuthi lakhabubani.
And how now you do things. First things first, if they want to fix their things, they come to you in visions or dreams.
True, yeah.
Or they send someone to you. And when they send someone to you, it's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. They don't fetch you ngoba hleli sibayi-3. Base kulenda sibeke crowd, mhlawumbe siboba u20 seclassini.
Yeah, my man.
Base kuvela kuqhamuka umuntu angene like in a lab or where. What are your names?
Kaya.
Lindo kuhle
xulu phela.
Lindo kuhle xulu umkhulu wakho kanjani. So I feel like when I should watch your visions, watch your dreams. And the things you do have an impact. Even the things that you see go haibo, imali yami gone. Yabo those little things iqala futhi ayiqali ngemali, iqala nje ngezitsha. Every now and then phihli haibo. Yabo especially ama plate nama glass. Those are very powerful things.
Sure. Hey, inzima le way.
Literally.
Inzima le way. But again, tell me ukuthi mhlambe let's just say I have a calling ngoba isangoma and angikhambiselani naye. How can I deal with that?
You can change it. When you change it,
so Amadlozi.
You're not necessarily bribing them. Mara, you're trying to make them understand ukuthi I acknowledge ukuthi I have a gift. Mara, I want to change it into being something else. Kukhona umuntu onedlozi lokuthini onedlozi lokusiza abantu as in ngimithi yabo. And then alishintshe ebe yini umthandazo. Instead of you ukuthi uyothwasa ungavele ube yini umthandazo uthandazela abantu where you pray for water.
So do you feel ukuthi thina as Africans our customs and traditions were stolen just because of this imposed colonization in Christianity?
Literally, honestly speaking, yes.
Because now we are lost. We don't know. If I'm doing rituals, I feel like I'm committing a sin.
Yeah. Talking about God, I believe in God, yes, but there's some things that I don't think we should involve God in.
Like what? Ancestry?
Yeah. Idlozi. I feel like there's times where you pray, ne? Like ngiyacala uNkulunkulu ngicala lokhu nalokhu.
It doesn't come true.
It does come true, but after isikhathi eside. But as soon as you speak to your ancestors, now you have that thing of uba chilled utha sinyazi zingiphethe izinto zami zase underground. Bangiphethe all over.
Underground gang.
You see?
Yo. So let's say uyakwazi ukuba nomoya okuthakatha.
Bakhona abantu abanjalo.
So how do you change that?
You cannot change it because umoya wokuthakatha kusuka ukuthini lo muntu lo ade nedlozi wayenza into wrong. Agcina sekuba idlozi lenjani lokuthakatha. kukhona nedlozi lobufebe.
So kunabantu yezo abathi bona in order for to have more wealth I have to sleep with the woman. Does it happen?
Not necessarily good they have to sleep with the woman.
Like,
they don't tell you the truth. Good, why should they specifically sleep with the woman? Basically, men nowadays, bazofika especially rich gents.
Yeah.
They come to you, you're a lovely lady. You have everything that a man wants. At first you guys are gonna book,
True, yeah.
and then as time goes on, as soon as you guys have intercourse, you're gonna feel like it's the man that's sleeping with you, but it's actually the snake.
Oh.
And people who sleep with snakes, women who sleep with snakes, Amadodabo have a lot of money, but rich and stuff. But one thing I can tell you is bayabola ngaphakathi. Have you noticed ukuthi kukhona abantu besifazana abamithayo but abazali?
Yeah.
Exactly. Umuntu amithe until 8 months. 8 months usene what you call miscarriage. Njani? Kapa 2 weeks before I give birth, sene miscarriage. Kanjani? It's because of the snake. So the snake wants blood. So they do sacrifices ngabantu besifazane because inyoka weakness yayigazi. And my tolling igazi namuntu esifazane ngakunikeza yonke into.
So do you believe in demons?
No, not really. But I believe in witchcraft.
So demons are not there because narukuthi ungenwe idemon, ungenwe imoya. Maybe.
Yeah. Now I don't believe in that. I believe in witchcraft. Ukuthi nje lo uloyiwe noma lo uyaloya. Futhi you actually see these things through characteristics of the way they act after a certain thing.
Yeah.
Because when I leave njengamanje yabona ukuthi chilled, after some time uluse kumuntu aggressive usashaya abantu. Well, are you gonna think ukuthi are you cool and stuff, but it's not. When can I ask a question? Do you believe ukuthi iband lela lifaka lo abafana lezo it protects you as a gent?
No, it doesn't.
Thank you.
It doesn't.
Bafanekelana ukugqoka amabhandi. Mfana akabe nevolovolo. Just jokes.
But yeah, tell us, what would you say to a person at your age and younger than you?
About what, maybe?
What advice, what motivation, what custom maybe do you think they should believe, like without them being confused? What would you say to a person at your age and younger than you?
But says follow your heart. Inhliziyo yakho speaks a lot. Don't get confused. I'm sure la ukhona abangani bakho abathi God is the power, God is this and this and this. But if you believe ukuthi amadlozi akhe wona kulondolozayo through thick and thin, focus on amadlozi. It's not wrong. It's very nice. Thina siyaphila. Asilalelanga abangani.
Talking about follow your heart, what if it is iti angilandele umuntu esifazane nothize? Do you believe ukuthi matwa I have a calling, I must involve myself into dating and relationships?
One thing I can tell you about idlozi, once waqala ukujola and they don't like that specific person, it doesn't last. Not even to last. Your things just every single time inyalwa anazi ukuthi nilwelani uyakublocker, like nje kuba nale nto ukuthi nje every day on and off ngathi load shedding yase South Africa. Namhla ikhona kusosa yikho.
So you're actually telling me to dating a person who has a calling, it's a problem?
Not necessary.
Or dating while you have a calling, it's a problem?
Not necessary. Mara, it's not good, shame. Because the thing is, you end up not knowing if you are doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Yes.
No, ANDISWE. ANDISWE, thank you so much. Mlingitshele guys, manifuna part 2. Please ngiyamdinga part 2. Safele ngichazele kahle ukuthi kwenziwani entabeni umuntu masenqunu.
Thank you so much, guys.
Where they can like your
You guys
your
can
handles?
get me on Instagram on Rosie_dimples and also on YouTube ANDISWE. Thank you so much.
Smiling, bro. Where are the dimples?
It's a story for another day.
Guys, part 2, I'm Lee. What it is isn't what will always be. Life seasons.
And I told you good I don't wanna talk about my
Life today, I can't even mention my price today. Niggas been thinking for eyes today. Never been thinking my price today. Let me season me. I cannot think about scrutiny. I make my flame and my business. I'm a brand of my business. Let me season me. I cannot think about scrutiny. I make my flame and my business. I'm a brand of my business. I don't smoke.